Hey guys, Josh Carter here. We got James. We're gonna go over the progress we've made so far on our Hobie PA14s, and you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, man, you ain't made a whole lot of progress, but we really have. You just can't see some of the stuff we've done, and we're not gonna share everything in this video right here. But the one thing we did want to show was our power supply, how we're gonna get power to everything, how James rigged this box out, and all that. So stay tuned. We're gonna jump into this. All right, guys. Well, like I said, we're gonna kind of show you a little bit of the boat. It's a disaster right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's tools everywhere. It's parts everywhere. What you're gonna see here is pretty much what's on James's boat, my boat. I mean, they're all to the same, basically the same point. So we put the OneObjective bow mount on there. We like having the spot lock. We also do enjoy the pedal drive on this. You know, it actually is pretty fun to go out there and go fishing with it and not worry about a motor or something like that if you don't want to. If you got something quick you're going to be going and doing. Right now we're rigging up stuff for electronics, all that. Got the rod we got our bucket organizer in here right now. Like I said, all this stuff you better go check out in our description for, you know, to order all this stuff. We got the box here. We're going to dig in that in just a second. And then we got the OneObjective Hobie line of mounts. This one's going to be so we can mount our NK motors that we're going to be running right now. Power pole, which, like I say, you'll see all that here. That's coming soon. So we'll probably by next week, something like that. Well, Thanksgiving's next week. So
yeah, it won't be the week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the week after Thanksgiving. We should have a full video of like the breakdown of this boat and everything we're doing. I'm telling you, you guys, you're gonna love it. We're already excited. We did some testing last night with some stuff. And we're excited. So we're going to turn it over to James and let him kind of go over this box, since he wired it all up. He kind of designed, you know, how everything's going to lay out on it. And so what we're doing, though, before we get into it, is we wanted to be able to have a system that when we want to run our NK Newport vessel motor, because that's a 24-volt system, so we want to be able to have it to where we have that in there, but also when we run our Motor Guide XI3, everything's in there. You ain't swapping things around and all that. We have options to run different things. So, but we all know in the Hobie series that you can't run a motor in the tournament. So now we have options. If we're going to run certain waters, we can run two different kinds of motors. So, but not at the same time. But anyways, turn it over to you, James. I'm gonna let you kind of go over what all you did to it.
All right. Well, first off, we wanted something cheap for a box because it's just, I could build this box, but it would cost me a fortune. So we found this DeWalt box. Yes, it is a toolbox from Amazon. It's 20 bucks. So we bought this box because it was $20, but it fit our needs perfectly. As you can see, we have 3 60 amp hour batteries in here. And what we could do, we got it wired up for 12 volt right now, but if we want to switch it over to 24 volt, all we got to do is change 2 of these over, and we got a 24 volt system to be able to run the NK motor on the back, or if we ever wanted to go with the XI3 24 volt on the very front. That's why we went this route of doing this. These are amped batteries. Like I said, we're running 370s. We got 70 amp hour breaker. This is for the trolling motor side. And this one here is a 70 amp hour breaker just to run everything else that we're gonna have, like going up to the front. We put this in here for pretty much a shut off. It was a whole lot easier to put this in and a little bit cheaper than one of the shut off things. One of the battery shut offs wouldn't work in here. So this actually powers this fuse panel up here, which don't have it labeled yet, but we've got a USB. We've got some other 12 volt ports on here, and we have our battery meter. This battery meter just goes off of these 2 batteries that are going to be for trolling motor. So we have all that, and that's what this is for. This is part of that system. But like I said, we got 2 of these. This one's going to run forward, and it's going to power our electronics, all kinds of other good. You're definitely going to want to tune in to the next video when we go over everything that we're going to have on this boat. I think you'll be pretty stoked about it. It's definitely a little over the top for sure, but it's, you know.
We don't ever go over the top.
What?
We don't ever go over the top.
No, never. But we're going to be running these boats for a few years, so we just wanted to go ahead and get them right, so that's what we're doing. So definitely stay tuned. If you haven't liked our channel, please like and subscribe to our channel, because then you'll know, hit that notification bell so you'll know when this next video is going to drop. Like I said, this is just pretty much just a rundown of the box. And you know, the progression of what we've started here on this kayak. Yeah. So we've used, it's all marine gauge wire.
8 gauge.
8 gauge all the way up to the front. We've got 2 cables. As you see, we got 2 power sources on each side. So one's meter. Yeah, one's just for trolling motor, one's just for accessories. And
we'll be using the Yak Attack. Like, we got the holes drilled here for the power. We'll be using the Yak Attack
the through
wire. Yeah, the through hole wire kits. So, and then we're gonna have a whole nother box that's gonna be like our tackle box. So reason why I like to say we want this, for one, it's cheap, and to do everything we need to do was perfect for the budget.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really go crazy just with a box. And don't get me wrong, there's some great products out there.
Yes.
But for what we're doing, this was more, it just seemed.
We could put all the goodies in here, and at the end of the day, we can just unplug 2 cables and pick this thing up and tote it right inside like a hotel room or Airbnb, and be able to charge everything at one time, and not have to worry about unhooking a bunch of batteries and having everything else. So we just wanted something portable, really. We just wanted to be able to take this out, shove it in the back of the truck, and head to the house, took and throw it out, put it in there. Yes, it's a little heavy. It's right at 50 pounds. Yeah. But that's really not bad when you got 3 60-amp-hour batteries and everything else in it.
That's what 1 lead acid weighs.
Yeah. So it's still a pretty good system, but you know.
But I mean, like I say, it's convenient.
The job site.
No, we're not going to job site. We're not going to work. But like I say, for fishing tournaments or just guys that just want to get out there and go fishing on the weekend, they want something simple. Yes, it looks very complex with all the wiring, and it's a little bit of money in it. By the time you add the the lithiums in there. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, it's really not that bad of a bill, especially if you're on a budget and you want to do a little bit at a time. You don't have to do everything at one time. So, but this right here is perfect, and I mean, we'll have USB ports. So like when we have our GoPros, we can just be able to plug everything in right there. Our power pole is going to be plugged in right directly into that. So, and then like I say, our graphs and all that, but we run everything on each side of the boat, so you're kind of getting your power wire away from your sonar wires and all that.
And the transducer wires all run right down the middle of this thing.
Yeah, so we're keeping the transducer wires, no interference with anything. But like I say, this is where we're at. Still kind of basic looking right now, but I can promise you it's going to be a lot of changes coming here soon. So. But anyways, guys, I mean, I think that's it, James, right there we need to add so far, right?
Yeah. I think that's all they need to know for now.
Yeah. We ain't gonna share no more with you guys right now. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below what you think so far of the boat. Some things that maybe you would like to see that we do with our boat. If there's anything that, if there's anything else that you'd like to see us do with the boat or whatever.
Yeah.
Or add to the boat.
If there's anything you've done to your boat that you think is very useful that you want us to know about.
Yeah. I mean,
please hit us up.
A lot of you guys do a lot of cool things with your boats. We see a lot on Facebook and all the Hobie forums, and you guys do some really cool stuff with them. So if you see something you think could help us out, let us know as well. So all these products that you've seen so far with their mounts, we also do a lot of like the trolling motor plugs. We got odd and end things. If you need to rig your kayak, we got just perfect website. Yeah, we got pretty much everything you need on there. So, and if you don't see it on the site, reach out to us because I'm sure we probably got it. So, but other than that, guys, I'll talk to you later. See ya.